Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new family orientation, which, of course, today is in the library. Normally, we're in the auditorium, and normally we have all of you present and we can welcome you personally. This year, we'll be doing it virtually. And of course, so many things are going to be different with this year, but there are some things that are going to be the same as well. It's an extraordinary time, but we have a great group of people working with us here, and of course, we have the best kids and families in the world. And we're excited to be with you for the coming school year. My name is John Kaminsky. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the principal here at Trinity, and I'm beginning my 5th year as principal. I'm also an alum, and my Trinity journey started in 1981 when I entered the freshman class, graduating in 1985. So this is our 35th anniversary. We would be preparing our class reunion, but I'm not sure that that's going to happen. Maybe that'll happen virtually as well. But in any event, I taught here for 17 years, and this is a wonderful place, wonderful people, and it is a family. And though we may be in person, many of us, we may be learning remotely, many of us, it's going to remain a family, and that Trinity experience is going to continue to change lives as it did for me in my youth. So I just want to say a few things to start us off, and then you're going to be joined in our broadcast by 3 of our administrative team members. Miss Eileen Poplowski is the vice principal and the director of studies, and Eileen will talk about scheduling in particular, how to read student schedules, and she'll have some frequently asked questions, I believe, at the end of this broadcast that she has put together as well that can help you. Mr. Rich Gagliano is our director of students, and as such, he will talk a little bit about things such as safety, transportation, student discipline. He will be next. And then last but certainly not least, Sister Susan Cook. And Sister is our house director and also our director of student activities. So she'll be speaking with you on our broadcast today as well. Just trying to introduce their areas of the Trinity experience and how they can help our students to achieve their best. So, what I would like to introduce a little bit, first and foremost, is the idea that this experience, this Trinity experience, is designed, its mission is to reach the whole student. Mind, body, soul, or spirit. That's our mission. We educate all the gifts and talents that God has given to our children, and we bring them back to God, as developed as we possibly can. We strive for the highest good. To the highest good, ad summum bonum is our school's motto, and that highest good is God, the originator of all things worthwhile in our lives. So that's what it's all about, and that's not going to change simply because the way that instruction is delivered looks different this year, or the way that activities or sports or the music programs are conducted happen to be different this year. In the end, it will be the whole student that we will strive to reach, and we will reach, and we'll do that with your help, because parents and families are and will remain the primary educators of their children. So we're happy to partner with you in this most important mission, and we're going to get right to it. You know, within a week, we're all going to be coming back together one way or another, and it's an exciting year. It's going to be one that's memorable, and it's going to be one that gets a lot done. I promise you. I want to talk a little bit today about 3 options or 3 areas in particular. And the first has to do with learning options. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page, that we do offer different learning options for students in the coming year. And it's exciting because we have in just the 9th grade class, the entering class of 2024, more than 140 children. We certainly did not expect that many. We're thrilled to have that many. And, you know, it's a terrific testament to what goes on in our building that in the midst of this climate where so much is unknown, we have that many kids who are going to join us. And we also have many kids who are starting their Trinity experience, and families are watching tonight, in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So we welcome all of you. But so many people have made the decision to join us this year. It's fabulous. So you're going to choose between different learning options. And many of you already have, and it's a fluid situation, and you may decide that a different option is better for you, a few weeks from now. And you have that choice. That choice remains yours. Those options are to attend in person. Right now, about 90% of our student body has chosen to attend in person 5 days a week. You may attend in a hybrid or blended model, which is 50% of the time here and 50% learning remotely at home. And you may also choose to learn entirely online, entirely remotely. And a certain number of students, for many different reasons, have chosen to do that. So we have tried to equip our building to make sure that we can meet the needs and meet all of these different options as they are presented. So what has happened this summer? We have installed in each classroom area cameras that are capable of delivering live stream instruction and also recording instruction. And so when the actual instruction begins, and the first probably real day of live instruction will be Thursday, September 3rd, when that happens, we can stream it live. So, worst case scenario from a health perspective this year, schools have to shut down in the Commonwealth completely, go online completely. We will not have the same situation that we had last spring, where direct instruction was difficult for teachers to bring into the homes of families. Whether it's live streamed, that's our optimal goal, or whether it's recorded, teachers can bring direct instruction from Trinity to all of our students in any scenario. Again, I want to reemphasize that you have those options available, and it remains a fluid situation, and you may choose an option at the beginning of the year and decide a few weeks from now you'd like a different one, and you just let us know about that, and we will take care of that and keep moving forward each and every day. Something new and different will be taught each and every day. Communication. Our main instrument of communication each week is called Trinity Weekly, and you should be receiving Trinity Weekly emails by now. During the summer, they're a little more sporadic, but during the school year, and we've already really started with this, our goal is to have them out each and every Friday. Sometimes they'll be out on a Monday morning because of different situations that we have to wait on, but in any event, it is a once a week email communication that has all things Trinity. And if you're not receiving that, you need to. And when you receive it, you need to open it and take a close look at the communication that is found there. We also maintain Trinity Weekly in an archived way on our website. So if something was in a previous weekly and you want to go back and look at it, it's found on the website as well. Communication is essential for us in any school year, and this year it's going to be critical, obviously. So that is the main way that we conduct it. We ask every year, in a communication sense, if there's an issue in a class, in a particular course, whatever the case may be, that you as parents start that line of communication at the lowest level with the classroom teacher, with the moderator or the coach, whatever the case may be. And then if we need, for the purpose of resolution, to talk with people who are a little bit farther up the administrative chain, that we do that. But the communication is best served when it's done with the people who are actually experiencing and guiding and teaching and coaching your children first. That's the primary level where we should conduct it. So that's not going to change for this year. Okay, so if somebody emails me, generally the first thing that I respond, or somebody phones me, the first thing I will say is, have you talked to the coach? Have you talked to the classroom teacher? Have you talked to the club moderator? And that really needs to occur at the ground level. Obviously, one other area that everyone will be concerned with this year will be safety. You have a safe school to the best of your ability, or you don't have school in person. So we've taken great strides this summer. in tandem with the Diocese of Harrisburg and a diocesan task force on which I was fortunate to sit, to construct guidance that is in conformity, that parallels the best guidance we have from the Centers for Disease Control, from the Pennsylvania Department of Education, and from other resources that are specific to different areas of what the school attempts to do, such as athletics and the PIAA. That guidance is available through Trinity Weekly, and also it will be posted to the website. And I will let you know that in the final week of August, you'll see a new draft of the school's safety plan. It will be dated Monday, August 24th. That will be the most up-to-date plan prior to the opening of school on Monday, August 31st. So that safety plan can really take you through the day. Now, I know that some of my colleagues today are going to hit different areas. Mr. Gagliano will talk about entering the building and dismissal and hallways and lunch, etc. And those details are also found in the safety plan. So we're not going to broadcast that in detailed form tonight. You may take a look at that, and we've also put highlights week by week in Trinity Weekly. What I will tell you tonight, from my perspective, concerns face coverings. Face coverings will be critical to this program, and keeping social distance in classrooms of 6 feet. So my colleague Eileen Poplowski, who you'll hear from later, has done a great job adding course sections. She's added course sections to the teaching load, and we brought in some additional help to spread kids out so that the desks in turn can be 6 feet apart in the classrooms as much as possible. In addition to that, students will wear face coverings. Masks or face shields are permitted. And Trinity has ordered 2 face masks, cloth face masks, that are washable for each and every student. Some of you have invested in face masks or face shields, and that's great too. We do have certain guidance about what we want to avoid regarding face masks, particularly decoration, political things in this supercharged environment. So if you have purchased your own face masks and they have some type of design, we ask that you contact Mr. Gagliano and simply have those approved. But just know that each of your students will receive 2 face masks when school begins. To go through our day and the different safety protocols that we want everyone to abide by, we're going to stagger our opening a little bit differently. In the past, we've had freshmen come one day and then all upperclassmen come the next. But this year, we want to make note, freshmen will come and join us on Monday, August 31st. The next day, Tuesday, September 1st, will be for sophomores only. Everyone else will stay home. And then Wednesday, September 2nd, juniors and seniors only. Freshmen and sophomores will stay home. Thursday, September 3rd, everyone will be back together. And that will also, as I mentioned earlier, be the first day of true online or remote instruction. Okay? So we'll go through with our different classes what the day will look like. Get them ready to learn, get their books in their hands. They'll meet their teachers, and then we'll be ready to learn for Thursday, September 3rd. Those of us that are going to be learning remotely, there'll be guidance about picking up books. Teachers will have something to introduce themselves online. And that, by the way, will also have to substitute this year for a back-to-school night. But there'll be more guidance coming out on that shortly. But it will be done virtually. Obviously, we won't be able for parents to meet teachers in person just yet in a back-to-school night format. So that's a lot from me. I'll be turning it over next to Ms. Poplowski, then Mr. Gagliano and Sister Susan. But we need your help. We do need your help. If we're going to be in person this year, if we're going to maintain this during the fall, the ability to educate kids in person 5 days a week, we need your help outside of this building. So that includes best practices about gatherings, about what you as families allow and do not allow, social distancing, etc. We just need that to be reinforced. We all need to work together so we can continue to come together as a school community and do what we're supposed to do, the mandate we've been given, which is work to the highest good. So God bless all of you. I'm at your disposal if I can help you with any questions or any issues or concerns that you might have. And you'll be hearing from Ms. Poplawski shortly. Thanks so much.
My name's Eileen Poplawski. My role here at Trinity is the academic program for the building. So that's everything from scheduling to tracking academic progress, report cards, and finally, at the end of 4 years, determining if students have met all the requirements for graduation. So to begin with, each of your children received a tentative schedule earlier this summer. Over the course of the summer, however, I've made a lot of changes. One of my goals was to try to make sure that each of the classes was or each section was as even as possible, and to make sure that all those classes were as small as possible. And so, most likely your child's schedule has changed since you received that tentative schedule, but all children will be receiving a final copy of their schedule on the first day of school. For now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to go over how you would read your child's schedule so you understand and can help them understand where they're going from one period to the next. So first, Trinity runs a 9-period day, and we run a 6-day schedule, A through F day. We will begin with A day, and because we're doing a scattered start, just the 9th graders will be reporting on Monday the 31st. That will be A day. But on the first, Tuesday the 1st, when just the sophomores are here, that will also be A day. Wednesday, when the juniors and seniors, they will experience A day. And then when everyone is here in the building Thursday and Friday, we will move on to B and C day. We always announce it at the beginning of every day, so if your child kind of gets lost in was yesterday B day or C day, it's fine, because we do make that announcement. So again, with a 9-period day and a 6-day cycle, we'll take a look. You can see from the slides that this is showing sort of a typical 9th grade first and second period schedule. But if we take a look at one of those blocks, the top line of that, which says 104 on it, that's actually the room number where the class is held. The second line, which would say Rose Bev, this is Rose, the teacher, and the last line says biology honors. So that's how a schedule block is read. Now, there may be a few instances when a child has a conflict on their schedule. So if we look on this schedule at period 2, the conflict is between computer applications and the biology lab, which meets on D days. So when there's a single letter day schedule conflict like that biology lab, that's not a problem. The teachers understand. So what the student would do is on A, B, and C day, the student would report to computer applications at second period. And then on C day, they would say to Ms. Kiker, the applications teacher, that they have a conflict with biology lab on D days. They would go to the biology lab on D day and then back to computer applications for E and F days. Now, all students do need to have on their schedules every year for 4 years theology, English, and social studies. There's a 3-year requirement for math and science. Those are typically done freshman through junior year. PE is required every year that a student is at Trinity, and in 9th and 10th grade, that PE class also includes health. And then they need to take at least one additional elective every year, whether that's a foreign language, band, choir, art, family and consumer science. It's up to the student's choice which one they want that 6th class to be. And then finally, sometime before they graduate, they also do have to take computer applications. Again, you should see each of those classes on your child's schedule. If one of those required classes is missing, you need to contact me right away. Trinity does have some academic supports. If your child has an IEP or a 504, we can offer some instructional support. I ask that if you have not already done so, that you send me a copy of the IEP or 504. We will look it over, and then I, Mrs. Stock, or Dr. Heineck, who is our instructional support teacher, will contact you so that we can talk about the types of accommodations that we can offer. And then finally, Trinity does utilize the Redicur software system for the reporting of assignments and grades. On the first day of school, your child will receive their activation code, and all the students will have an opportunity to test that out. And you will receive via the email that you provided us at the beginning of the school year, or I'm sorry, when you registered your child, you'll receive an email that tells you how to log in to Rediker as well, so you can track your child's progress. So I welcome you to Trinity. Please reach out to me via email or phone if you do have any questions. But I hope your child has a great first year at Trinity.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Gagliano. I'm the Dean of Students here, and I'm here to talk to you about a couple different things today that I'm in charge of here at Trinity High School. First, welcome, and if you ever need anything, please send me an email or call the main number. I'd be happy to help in any way that I can. Some of the stuff that I'm in charge of here are discipline, parking, attendance, and locker assignments. As far as discipline, though I'm sure none of your students will ever get in trouble, but in case they do, we have detentions Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 2:45 to 3:30. And so some of your students may need to find another way home as the buses do leave immediately after school. As far as transportation, we will ask that you contact your local school district if you're using their transportation. In this world that we live in now, it's not as simple as it once was as far as transportation and getting kids to and from. So please contact them if you have not already. Some of you may have had this done, just to make sure that your transportation is lining up for your needs here. We ask that in the morning when you come in, if you're dropping your student off, if you drop them off in our back lot, right where the gym entrance is, and there will be signs there telling students where to enter to go through our process, our screening process. Our screening process will be, they will enter the school and we will screen them using a couple of different methods depending on how many kids are coming in at once to check their temperature. If their temperature is above 100.4, then they will be put off into a room and then tested again. If their temperature is below that number, then they will be led into the school and to go on their way. As far as time, it's 8 o'clock. They need to be in their first period class. That is wherever that is in the school, their locker, their books, etc., in ready to learn at 8 o'clock. Far as lunch is going to happen this year will be different, as will everything. We have spread out using different areas of the school. Obviously the cafeteria will be used, and also the lobby in front of the auditorium and the gymnasium will be used. Some students will be sitting at individual desks for their lunch in the cafeteria. Some students will be at a desk at a longer table, I guess a 10-foot table, with 3 people sitting at it. That all will be explained to every student on the first day. Also, how they get their meals will be explained on the first day. Leaving school at the end of the day. If you're picking up your student, they can come in or they can exit any door they want to. In years past, we wanted everyone out the back where you would be dropped off. But to try to alleviate any sort of mass gathering, we're going to use the front door. There's a couple different front doors. There's a side door. So there's many different areas that you can pick up your child if they are car riders. We're also going to stagger the buses a bit so kids can go out different doors to get to the buses. Our schedule is a little different. We're staggering when people are leaving out of each class, again, to try to minimize a large group, so we can have certain kids go at certain times. We're doing that with dismissals. If you're here to pick up your child, they would be dismissed second. Buses would be first, and then car riders or drivers would be second. So here are some of the things that we're trying to do here to minimize any exposure. Far as uniforms, it's all stated in a student parent handbook, what type of uniform they can wear, when they could wear it. The uniform closet, we're having to contact the office and ask what you, or request what you want, and then they will try to fill that order and they get back to you on that. Lunch, cash or check you can bring in. Kids can buy their lunch. They obviously always could bring their lunch. Attendance. Please call between 7:30 and 9 if your student will not be able to make it to school due to illness. And that number is 717-909-3706, and leave a message. When your student comes back, we need a note. If it's past 3 days, we would request a doctor's note for any illness. If you have any questions about that, you can email Jenny Lafferty, and she would be able to help you with those specific questions. Other than that, I am here. Please come in, call, and if you have any questions, I'd be more happy to help you. Thank you.
Hello there, everybody. I'm Sister Susan, and I wear two hats here at Trinity. Activities. I take these glasses off because I can't see. And house. This is my house sorting hat. So, I am welcoming you to a year of unknown, uncertainty, of maybes, of iffies, constant questions and changes, and of course, challenges. Our theme for this year is "Do not fear, I am with you." God, you better be with us. This will certainly be a year like no other. What a way to start. Anyway, welcome to the fastest 4 years of your life. In 4 years, you'll be sitting here. No, you'll be sitting in our air-conditioned auditorium for graduation. And welcome back, any graduates out there in virtual land. Time will fly. Welcome to a special place. And of course, that's why you're here. This is a special place because Trinity is a spiritual, academic, social, and physical atmosphere, all working together to be Trinity. We will continue this year, of course, to develop relationships, provide a faith-based support system, encourage leadership, inspire excellence, and growth in character. Our house system is built on these principles, our pillars: faith, unity, service, excellence, and discovery. Now, your student is already a member of a house, either De La Salle, Immaculata, Seton, or Loyola. Now, I personally this year am a member of Loyola. This is my 3rd year, and I switch house every year. So that is why I am in purple this year and not green. Through this system, through our house system, your son or daughter will be a member of a mentor group, his or her, for 4 years. That will develop a familiar relationship and support system to help him or her through high school from the very beginning. Traditions and activities we have always done will not happen this year. We have to think differently, but we will survive together. Now, I don't know if you remember, but there was a song out called "We Will Survive, We Will Survive," but yes, we will. Yeah, I lost my place. We will have activities. Clubs will continue. House activities will be more prevalent than ever, but life will be exciting for sure. Through activities, we develop a spirit that is Trinity. And we have just a little cheer that says, S-P-I-R-I-T. God Spirit, let's hear it. But with a mask on, of course. This is my new mask. We have one big problem though. We have yet to figure out how you can dance 6 feet apart. If you have any suggestions, just let me know. Our school calendar is online, updated through October. There are just many questions to which we do not yet have answers. So read it kind of with a grain of salt. It will give you a general idea of what's happening at Trinity. The things that you probably remember about high school are your activities, athletics, and how important they were to you. So I encourage you to encourage your son or daughter to become involved. Now, on Monday, your son or daughter will be bringing home many documents. They need to be signed and returned back to school. And they need to be returned by September the 9th. Now, a couple things that you need to look out for. Friday of the first week of school, which is September the 4th, is School Picture Day. September the 18th is the activity fair, where students learn about all the activities that we have here at Trinity. All the sports, I just checked with Mr. Becker, the sports are updated and they are online. However, don't forget, our policy here is academics first. If you find that your son or daughter is having a problem adjusting, and it's going to take time, then please please give us a call. That's why we're here. We're here to support you, and you are here hopefully to support us. So together we can make Trinity be a positive experience. I look forward to working with you. Please feel free to contact me at any time if I can be of any help. So, rock the year, Trinity!